Yo, guys, what's up? It's Blackguard here, and welcome to a new video. So today, of course, we got the new patch, and I told some of my impressions in the YouTube and on Twitch. I was streaming on Twitch, and I said my opinions about the patch. I wanted to showcase what I feel about this game right now and the tone of this patch. So the patch is the changes are most bug fixes, and like we only saw like 8 nerfed characters out of 37. So of course, again guys, as always, you know, the usual stuff. Slop of a patch. Nothing is really changing in the game too much, and the game will stay like this until, I don't know, God knows when. So basically they tried, but I don't think they delivered too much. Like honestly, after all these band-aid patches, the game is almost in the same situation. I feel like of course it's better. The changes are good, most of them, but the fact is that there is no substantial change to say, okay, now the game is finally different. There's just no substantial changes. So of course now I'm gonna go in detail about all of the stuff we see here, and all of what's happening here. So basically they made rage arts minus 18. That's very good. So now you can always launch punish rage arts no matter the card. That's very good. That's a good change, because it was needed, because rage arts were kind of safe, especially for against some characters you couldn't punish them well sometimes. So very good change. Again, for example, Adusena, no touches. In this page we basically see most of the nerfs of Alisa. Good. Basically the only nerf is this move going from +7 to +4, the dual boot chainsaw, the flying chainsaws. They were +7, now they are +4. That's the only remarkable change. Anna instead got kinda nerfed, and that's good. For example, they removed the homing bazooka from her stance. That's good, so you can step the move properly now, and you can also power crush it. It doesn't have any more reversal break effect. That's very good change. That's a very good change, because its move was kind of broken. And same from the bazooka string from 212 Hammer Chance. So again, all of this is good. Also Dumbeck 4 going from +8 to +6, while rising 1-2 with less delay. Okay, so some nerfs to Anna. They're always good to receive. Also Asuka, Nani Augusto, up for 1-2. Now there's nothing guaranteed anymore, only knockdown. That's also a very good change, because the string is kind of broken. I still think the string is still pretty broken, but it's not as completely overpowered as it was before, so it's better. And the rage art hold version now is -13, so less unsafe, but it's not plus on block anymore, so you can punish even the old version of the rage art. That's up, very good, very good. So all of this gimmicky bullshit of Asuka has gone now. Bryan's Heat Smash went from +15 to +9. That's a good change, because it was too much overwhelming. And also the 3+4-2 string from Bryan doesn't ward splat anymore. Knocks down, even at the wall it just ward splats. But of course, as always, they are incompetent, and this hit reaction, the 3+4-2 hit reaction, if made on a specific distance from the wall, you can actually make a full combo out of this still. So not a very impactful change, because again, if you are near the wall, it doesn't ward splat. But if you are very close to the wall and the perfect distance, you can still make a full wall combo. So yeah, it isn't changing much, but okay. And it's also -9 and very close to you on block. So again, now you properly lose your turn after you use this string. That's a very good change. But again, it's always, they're not enough, especially on Bryan. Bryan has a lot of broken stuff, not only these two things. But okay, I guess it's a star, but it's the first time I'm seeing some substantial Bryan nerfs for the first time, probably. Finally, some nerfs to Bryan, but they are not too impactful, let's say. That's what I'm saying. Like, they don't want to really have the balls of nerfing everybody properly. They don't have the balls. They are just scared of the reactions. They don't understand that real players would love this kind of destroying characters, because they are too strong right now. Everybody's too strong, and they don't understand that. So again, the patches are, you know, the changes are not bad, but they're not enough. As always, they're not enough. Also Devil Jin has been buffed for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know the reasoning. And now Devil Jin launches 14 frames. Why? And also the funny thing is that in the patch notes they said that they actually wanted to buff more characters, but after more consideration they only buffed Devil Jin. So really they are just not in touch. Really, they are out of touch with the real community that supports them since years and years. They think buffing cards is good. They again, they cannot stop. I'm gonna read the point in which they say this. As announced in the previous patch notes, we originally planned to implement buffs for several characters that would have minimal impact on the overall battle balance. However, after careful considerations, we decided to limit the scope of this adjustment to Devil Jin only. So again, they wanted to buff more characters. Not only Devil Jin. Like, this is just stupid. Just stupid. The game is in these bad conditions, and everybody's OP, and you want to even buff more characters. They're just out of touch with the community at this point, and honestly, it's even useless to cry more. Honestly, it's useless. I lost all hope. I lost all hope of looking at my real game. I just lost all hope. Clive has been nerfed. That's good. Clive has got some nerfs to his hit strings, going from +2 to -9, hit string from 4-2, and also the guard break is only -11 now, +11 now. So basically no more war splat guaranteed, but only knockdown near the wall. And the same treatment got to Fang. So basically they nerfed all the guard breaks. They nerfed all the guard breaks basically. That's very good, because I hate guard breaks in this game. Eddie, no change. Fang, now the guard break doesn't war splat anymore, but just 11 frames, so only 1-3 or something like this. That's very good. So you cannot war splat anymore, or you can only war splat when you need to with back 1, but otherwise you cannot war splat anymore. Or at least you can still war splat, but with less damage, because before you could get back 4 3+4. That was a huge string to get after a guard break. Now only back 1. Warang, no change. Jack, no change. Jin, no change. Jin, no change. Jun, no change, or even buffs. Jun in this patch, guys, got only buffed, because basically here no particular interesting things. And not only that, but of course now she can launch Rage Art, so it's a buff to her, another buff to her. Because now Jun can launch Rage Arts. She couldn't launch Rage Arts before. Kuma Panda, no change. No inputting change. No important change. King, no change. King, no change. King, that is completely broken fucking piece of shit card, no change. Leo, no change. Lars, no change. Lo, no change. Lee, no change. Like, especially Lars and Lo, no change. It's crazy, because they are both very, very strong. I would say almost OP. Leroy, no change. Leroy, no change. Lydia, small changes. Small nerfs compared to the power as she is now. Like, Lily, no change. Nina, no change. Paul, small nerfs. Raven, no change. Reina, small nerfs. Small nerfs. Shaheen, no change. Steve, no change. Victor, no change. Shayu, no change. Yoshimitsu, no change. And Zafina, I gotta say, Zafina got gutted completely. That's good. Zafina got destroyed. Her parry now does way less damage. Her power crush parry. The back 1+2 is completely gone. Back 1+2 is completely gone. It went from being one of the most broken mids in the game to being almost useless, because you can step that move with ease. The back 1+2. That's very good, don't get me wrong. But I wish they did the same with every character. Because That's super good as a change, because that move was completely broken OP and completely spammable. So the fact that now you can step it with ease, guys, trust me, with ease. I tested yesterday. You can step the move like this. And the heat extension, so back 1+2, 1+2. Now it goes from +4 to +2, so less plus on block. Again, guys, this patch is a bummer. Of course, it fixes a lot of bugs for the rest of the characters, a lot of bugs. But it's not really something that changes the game a lot, honestly. Like, the game stays in this state, the characters stay in this state, and honestly, we have to eat this shit for more. I tried Fakumram, he seems very kind of strong. Of course, I'll try to rank him up on Twitch. So, guys, I'll leave the link in the description if you want. And I'll try to rank him up on Twitch, and let's see if I can find a way to stream on TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube together. But okay. So, guys, I don't know what to say anymore. Patch is underwhelming, good but underwhelming, and honestly, now this is the last big patch of the season, so we will have to hit the rest of the characters like this for I don't know, God knows how long. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments. See you guys very soon again. Bye.